Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting Wednesday night of racing. That means MX Simulator Racing. That means we're in Toronto this week as well. Let's take it north of the border and go for one happy race up in Atlantic, Canada, eh? I hope you're all doing fantastic tonight. We've got a lot of racing ahead of us. We're going to start out, of course, with the 450s. We're going to do 2 heats. Then, of course, we're going to have a lot of other stuff coming up here soon, so I hope you're all doing fantastic, and I hope everything sounds great. We'll be joined with Checkers here very soon. Until then, just watching Wheels throw the front flip off the wall. Nice, you know? Gotta give it to him. Hopefully we are live. Hopefully nobody said anything yet, but yeah, looks like we're good. But I thank you all for joining us already tonight. I, of course, am Motoagogo. I was your amateur commentator for all of the last 2 years, and now I am taking over for Kellen as of right now. Hope you're enjoying the commentary. If you do enjoy, please hit that follow button on my channel, twitch.tv/Motoagogo, and I hope you enjoy the racing tonight. It looks like we're getting UIDs pulled right now. Yeah, as always, well, as we get started into this, we hope you've had a great week getting ready for tonight. I have not rode the track at all yet, so I have no idea. Ridden? I never know. But yes, I thank you all for joining us. We have a long night ahead of you, about 2 hours, so sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's see if any drama unfolds. Which usually being sim, yeah, we probably have a little bit, so. But again, I hope you're having a fantastic night. Let me know if audio sounds great. Just want to make sure. First time streaming on OBS tonight, so this is going to be a little bit interesting. Usually use an XSplit, but should be okay. And again, thank you to all hanging out tonight. What are your thoughts on the track? For anybody that got to do the hour qualifying, that maybe just even rode a lap on it or anything, what do you think of the track this week? Like I said, I've yet to even touch it. I have no idea. So, yeah. Just here we go. Getting ready for Heat 1, looks like. About to get on the gate. Everything is good here. Appreciate it. Thank you. And of course, for anybody new, for the 450 class, which is the premier class, what we like to call it, we're going to have 2 heats, which are top 4 will make it through, of course. And then you'll have your 2 semis, which top 5 make it through. And then one more time, we're going to have a last chance qualifier, also known as LCQ, which only top 4 will make it through. And then a long 20+1 minute, that is, of course, main at the end of the night. And then, of course, 250s, we'll take top 9 in both heats. And then we'll go to the LCQ for top 4. And then we'll go back to a 15+1 for the main. So a lot of racing here tonight. Of course, sadly, if you don't make it into the main event, you do have to just wait for the next week, and hopefully you make it. So we are waiting for Checkers to get back as well, but we're still going to keep going. Hopefully audio picks up and everything is nice. Getting a little bit of long time to load in this time. Not sure why. That is my first time on the track, besides one quick lap and time trial, so sometimes it takes a little bit, especially with you guys and your skins that you're sending us all the time. So we just gotta hopefully make it in. I'd be surprised if it crashes, but never know. All right, here we go. Welcome again, everybody. Looks like we're off on Heat 1. Sorry, loaded a tiny bit late. Looks like Wieland, nope, yeah, Wieland is gonna take the whole shot. And right now, it looks like Wheelan's ahead. It's going to be Haley behind with Like behind. Like is going to get past. No, he does not. Nope, stays ahead in third. So Leak right behind Like. It's really weird to say those two together. Honeywell right back here as well. Dupuis, Armstrong, Woods, St. Laurent, I was called Pork Chop on accident. Procop for Zaka. It looks like Dupuis is down though, sadly. So it looks like Haskell's going to get by as well. So let's go back up to the front and see what's going on. Of course, once again, top 4 are your riders to make it through tonight in this first heat. Right now, it looks like Wheelan's holding on pretty well. Haley, Like, and Leak. Leak, you're on the bubble. Oh, getting passed in the air. Possibly no. Armstrong goes for the huge jump out of the wall. It does not make it work. So Armstrong right now, right outside. He does have 1 win so far this year. Had an amazing race and even quadded in on a round or 2 ago. I can't remember what it was, but amazing lines from him. So he should be a pretty fast guy to watch out for. Trying to tuck in on the inside. Can't make it work yet. We'll keep an eye on this battle. Oh, it looks like Leak, I think. Here comes St. Laurent, actually, though, because Armstrong and I think it was Leak, or was it Like? I had to get a check double quick. It looks like Kyle Robb's going to step up in here. Robb, one of the veterans of the game. Oh, who is that down? Leak is down. It looks like right now your mix-up of the top 4 is going to be Wheeland, Haley, St. Laurent, Robb, and Armstrong right now as your top 4. I said earlier Armstrong's going to be good, but look who's right there. Smith, Hunting. If Smith can make it work. Looks like Leak and Lake back here now. Procop going flying over the berm. Actually stays legs on. Kind of surprised by that. But right now, Wheeland going around. And let's take a quick look with you guys around this track I've yet to see.
Stoff joined your channel. Stoff left your channel.
I wish they would drag me in TeamSpeak so I don't have that happen all the time, but either way. Dexter will be back in a second. I can't go into the streamer's profile, even though I am the streamer tonight. Oh, Wheelan almost going down there. Really interesting track tonight. But the northern race, of course, is always a little bit more unique than the rest of the tracks.
You were moved to hosts hangout by check error. Talk power granted.
All right, there we go. Now we have Checkers in the booth. Welcome, Checkers. How you doing tonight?
Hello, hello. I'm doing well.
Good to have you stop by. We're watching.
Wheel 1758 left your channel.
We're watching Wheelan first second here in first place. Is taking. I've yet to even put a full lap around the track, so just kind of seeing how the track looks, and pretty cool looking track. I was just saying that usually the Canadian race is always a bit different than the U.S. races in some way, a little bit more of a unique track. So it looks like again tonight it's the same result. I like that jump into the Dragon's back. That's pretty cool. Oh, looks like as the cameras get panned out, looks like St. Laurent has got a battle. Nope. Who is that with him? Oh, it's Jeremy Smith. Yeah. Sorry, my camera panned for a second. There we go. But there's, of course,
St. Laurent comes up short, but Smith not able to capitalize.
Yeah, there's got to be careful because they're both in a transfer. Kyle Robb is your last holding, and we've got Leak back here now. Armstrong has dropped back even further. He was in a transfer. But never does surprise me to see Armstrong or Robb.
Oh, we got a rider down at St. Laurent. Down. Kyle Robb going to go by. Craig Leak into the transfer spot.
And not only that, Jeremy Smith a little bit slower in that rhythm, and it's going to allow Kyle Robb. Oh, and Robb goes down, legs off.
All right, and Armstrong was going to capitalize, and he's on the ground. So here comes Clay Alfrey, a face that we haven't seen much of lately, running a 3-digit, but he is a heavy hitter. From back in the day, a couple of years ago, he was a title contender in that 250 class.
Yeah, not only that, but he was not even in a transfer so far this race. So it's interesting to see another mix it up, and Leak and St. Laurent dueling through that corner behind him.
St. Laurent gets a little bit of the huckabucks going down the whoops. He's got Sky and the wall jump into the sand.
So what do you think about that tonight? Is it faster to downside? Or is it faster? Launched, yeah, right into Leak. Yeah.
Alfrey on the ground. I'm not sure what the fast line is. I was watching qualifying. I saw some guys jumping 4 in. Leak's down at the last transfer. Kyle Robb going to take it back now.
And yeah, it looks like, as you said, Leak is down, or Like is down. So Haley and Bergeron is going to go by. Haley is actually 1 out, my fault. And they get around. Who was that down? That was Bergeron. So Armstrong to 6 now. Haley and Robb is your final transfer as of right this second.
Yeah, as far as the wall into the sand, I'm interested to see what the guys gravitate to. It's obviously risky jumping into it. Even if it's a touch faster, it's a risk of a fall off or a miss time, and you lose a lot of time with a hard landing. So we'll see where the fast guys end up landing at. You know, you can roll it, you can double, you can triple, or as Jeremy Smith in the lead just did, or in second, I'm sorry, he quadded up into that. Bryce Wheeling gone out front.
Yeah, here's a Leak down, or yeah, Leak down. Oh, and it's going to cause Kyle Robb to go up, and it's going to get Haley, and looks like Armstrong's going to be the winner of that one. Getting a 2-for-1 around the corner, putting him up into 4th.
And the white flag did fly by about 2 seconds. He was about 5:02 when your leader went across the finish line. Remember, 5 minutes plus 1 lap. So white flag is out. Last lap, and this transfer battle is heating up. Here comes Haley back on Armstrong.
Good battle here. Armstrong, we saw, I think it was last week or was it the week before, where he pulled that massive quad in the lead that left us speechless.
Last week Haley. He did, and Haley makes a mistake. Kyle Robb goes back by 1 lap to go. These guys fighting over 5th. They need to get going and try to get to that number 4 spot as the pressure is mounting on 3rd place Craig Leak from behind with Armstrong. Trying to get away from those guys roaring behind him.
Yeah, right now it's, you know, it's going to make Armstrong feel a little bit better knowing that they're battling right behind him. Looks like, yep, Haley's going to get around Robb possibly. Oh,
they're
Robb
going
with
to
that
jump
nosedive.
over Bryce Wheelan, or Leak is at least. Wheelan had the lead. He's all the way back to 4th now, battling with, he puts down Armstrong.
Wow.
And Robb going to go into the 4 spot. All kinds of mix-ups right now.
Yeah, Armstrong was, I called him for possibly a win on this, but here we go. Smith is going to actually take the win. Leak, which had a crazy heat so far, might get 2nd. Wheelan is right there.
Robb going to triple up off the Dragon's back, clip it a little, make the turn, and last transfer will be his. William St. Laurent, Peter Locomotive Like, James Armstrong, Clay Alfrey, Samuel Bergeron, and the rest are all going to come up short of the main event here and head to the semifinal. But Jeremy Smith, heat number 1, 450 class winner.
Yeah, crazy seeing how this track is already going to pan out for the night. Looks like it's going to be a very good racing track. You could always say, you know, there's so many tracks out there that are one-lined, and it seems like there's a lot of passing opportunities on this track. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they start crossing up. Like the corner after the finish, you can go inside or outside, but those two lines are going to cross.
And the sand section, like we talked about earlier, there's so many different ways to take it. It's going to be interesting tonight, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You commit to jumping it, and the guy in front of you commits to rolling it or not jumping as far, and that can cause some serious chaos.
Yeah, we're going to be in another Kennard situation quite a few times, I'm betting, tonight.
Absolutely. Did you go through qualifying already?
I sadly did not. I did not have a chance to.
Fast qualifier in the 450 class going to come up in heat number 2 was Colton Mitchell, Jeremy Smith, second fastest, Shipley, Armstrong, Whelan, Burkeen, Fresquez down in 7th, Haley, Chapman, and Kyle Robb. As heat number 2 will now hit the gate, and before the 250s, we'll go through the 250 qualifying, but I'll give you guys a rundown in just a moment here as we're loading on in. Heat number 2. Looks like we have Zoa Cross, Colton Mitchell, your fast qualifier, Josh Hamilton, Dominic Saunier, Devin Ryan, Jeremy Henners, Jack Zars, Toby Stocks, Matt Burkeen, Casey Ohlert, Devin Davis, Sean Klein, Roy Mitchell, Alex Heckman, Jeremy Shipley, Tyson Fresquez, Russ Chapman, Brady Stanley, Jeremy Siebold, Jesse Wildman are on the gate right now. We got some heavy hitters in this one.
Yeah, thanks for the rundown. We're going to go with Fresquez off the start just for the heck of it. See how he does on his first heat tonight, or on his first race tonight, I should say.
Oh, a huge wheelie from, I believe that was a 78 machine.
And Fresquez with a dominating hole shot.
Burkeen going to come in second. Chapman third, in the bails a little, but he's going to get through clean. Devin Davis in fourth right now with, looks like Stanley jumping inside into the final transfer early, and Davis goes straight for the T-bone, knocks Stanley into the other straightaway. Stanley going to rejoin the action right behind him. Uh-oh, fireworks starting early between those two.
Especially knowing lately on the forums, Davis known to stir things up, and he definitely did for the last couple of pages on the sim forums for anybody that reads through it, which is always a fun read with popcorn. So,
I think that big wheelie off the start was actually the 74 of Sean Klein. He's pulled the front end back down and pulled himself back into the top 10 early. And then he gets collected with Stanley. At the front, huge pile up. Burkeen, Fresquez, and Chapman were all together. Fresquez trying to get off Burkeen. Burkeen can't get up.
Yeah, Burkeen's still laying there, so it looks like we're going to have Devin Ryan. Who else
Russ
is
Chapman, yeah. Going to the number 1 spot. Lead the way.
Wow. All right, so once again, our top 4 in this heat. For anybody new, 450s, we take top 4 in the heat. You'd have Chapman out front, Davis, Mitchell, and Fresquez. Right now, Mitchell and Fresquez almost getting together.
Talking about Fresquez had to check up hard to not get into the side of, and that was Mitchell down now.
Yep, so Devin Ryan's going to get around and take the final bubble spot, as we like to call it. Right now is sitting there. Looks like Mitchell is going to have Burkeen get right on the back of him. Burkeen definitely has had a little bit, not in the way of his riding or anything, just bad luck in these heats these last couple of rounds. Oh, seems to get tangled. The lead's
on. Davis around Chapman.
Davis feeling it tonight. You can always tell when somebody just has that charge, launching it.
Chapman gonna roll it. Davis goes for 3 in. Looks like the 3 in was a little faster, but not much.
Not much by the corner, yeah. But as you said, though, if you go for the slow up and somebody behind you nails,
back has to single into the turn, and I think it's actually maybe a little slower, but maybe a little more consistent.
Ooh, Ryan messing up there hard. Looks like Mitchell's going to get right on the... Not quite as close as I thought he would get.
Fresquez closing in on the number 2 spot, and your leader, Davis. We're about to have a 3-rider battle for the lead here.
Yeah, they got to be careful, and always exciting because of, just they're already in transfer, 1 leg's off. That's 8 seconds, so... So once again, for anybody new joining us, 450s, we have Heat 1 and 2, which will take top 4. And then we'll have Semi 1 and 2, we'll take top 5. Then LCQ take top 4, and then we have, of course, a 20-minute plus 1
looking inside. Davis squares it up. Fresquez right there trying to capitalize.
Oh, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, Chuckles, I forgot to turn off chat.
Fresquez jumps over Davis. Davis about into the back of him. There, the roll was actually faster. Devin trying to play it smart.
Just double checking. It's / message line 0, correct?
Yes, okay. Sounds correct.
We'll let this race pan out, and then I'll go ahead and do that. Sometimes it's funny to have it up to see people argue, but not always the greatest for live stream. Burkeen's
Chapman had a mistake in the lead, so Fresquez closing on him. Burkeen closing on the final transfer. Not sure what to watch right now.
There's a lot going on. Trying to check more Burkeen, I guess, because that's the most important battle through the... Burkeen looking pretty solid, though. Oh, little huck there for Mitchell. And he's
and
gonna
Mitchell makes a mistake
through
as
the
well. Is
berm.
Devin Ryan going to capitalize? He's going to come. Mitchell going to try to come back in. Here comes Colton Mitchell, your fast qualifier as well in 6th. The 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8, all in the same. Probably going to be in the air at the same time on the triples, how close they are. Seabolt in the mix as well.
Oh, Seabolt, a name we've been bringing up quite a bit lately, being your fastest 250 rider, coming across to 450s now and actually doing really well as he launches the wall.
Jumps right over the top
Ooh.
of Mitchell, his 250 West title rival. It looked like it worked out about even for those guys.
Yeah, that was crazy.
One of them sends it to the stadium roof, the other one rolls it.
And somehow, as we said earlier, pretty much equal by the corner.
These guys battling hard, but they're battling for 5th and 6th. They need to get up and put the pressure on the number 8 of Matt Burkeen.
Yeah, Seabolt getting around pretty clean on the outside there. Looked like Mitchell was letting him by. Of course, they don't want to, issue being really close to the end of this heat already.
Battle for the lead is on. Maybe back to the front of the pack. Chapman under heavy pressure from Fresquez, and they're coming to lappers and this wall jump right now. What's going to happen? Fresquez goes for the double in, jumps off track, but saves it without losing much time.
Chapman had a really good downside on that landing. A lot of the times I've seen people jumping into the sand, they, kind of stall out a little bit, but that time he landed so clean. Definitely a lot of speed out of that. So final lap. Looking back, Burkeen has a... Oh, and Seabolt's down, so he's got a huge gap between him and Mitchell right now. Oh, good battle here for the lead. Fresquez almost going on the inside. Backed off. Tyson scrubbing hard to that rhythm. It's always amazing to watch how much speed he can get and save time through rhythm. Trying to look on the inside, can't make it happen. As we said earlier, going 4 or 5 in, going single. That time he definitely had a pull on him.
Just an update while you're watching that, the battle or the final transfer is now Colton Mitchell on the number 10 as Russ Chapman takes the heat number 2 victory.
Yeah, Fresco's right behind. Devin Davis, solid ride, honestly, heading to 3rd here, and looks like, as you said, Mitchell in the final transfer. Burkeen front flipping the wall. Oh, and he goes down. He knows the risk. Right now, and so Mitchell's going to be your final transfer in heat number 2. Good racing so far tonight.
Absolutely. So we have Chapman, Fresquez, Davis, Mitchell to the main, Seabolt, Burkeen, Heckman, Devin Ryan, Roy Mitchell, and Sean Klein taking Jeremy Shipley and the rest to the semifinal. And it's about time for some 250 heat races. So let's run through that qualifying there. Looks like the 18 of Connor Lynn's was fast qualifier. Yannick Mueller making an appearance in 2nd fastest. We'll see him here in heat number 1 along with Chase DeSalle was 3rd fastest qualifier. Walter Gebhardt, Chase Blakely, Victor Nycott, Daniel Mills 7th, Andre Santos 8th, A. Tom Holm 9th, and Craig Richards were your top 10 qualifiers in the 250 East field.
Yeah, 250s is always interesting to see because we just watched the 450s on this track for anybody new or anybody that's known for a while, and of course watching the 250s, it's a bit more of a struggle to make this rhythm, so I'm really curious to see what type of lines that the 250s ride compared to the 450s on.
Absolutely, and coming into this round with a 12-point lead, Connor Lynn's over Craig Richards. Chase Blakely comes in about 14 back, and about 17 back. Connor Holiak runs in 4th in points, so Lynn's has a pretty solid points lead. Richards needs to put a dent in that thing quickly, along with Chase Blakely.
Yeah, and it's so early season too. Anything to run away with, that's a pretty good amount of points.
Jake Rose, Andre Santos, Connor Peavy, Tyler Lewis, Walter Gebhardt, Nick Hancher, Ethan Parks, Ivan Medina, Yannick Mueller, Aaron Bonneau, Daniel Batchelet, Benny Landry, Ty Smith, Craig Richards, Tyler Swigard, Tyler Lang, Logan McSweeney, Josh Betts, Victor Nycott will be your field in this one.
Yeah, sorry, for some reason, I think it's some of the new skins I downloaded today. It looks like I might have gotten a couple 4K, so it's taking me forever to get in. I'm now in.
The gate's down. Looks like Rose has a good start from the outside. Down on the inside, though, it's Yannick Mueller.
Ooh, somebody goes down hard on the inside there. Oh, a lot of people go down.
So Mueller coming to play here in Canada right now. Quick in the qualifying times. Got to the whole shot, and now he's leading the way as Jake Rose tries to take him out and puts himself on the ground.
Yeah, Mueller went left to right quite a bit in that whole first rhythm trying to get going, so we'll see how his ride ends up tonight. But Bachelet and Betts right here behind, battling for second early.
Betts not able to do the jump. Ivan Medina going to go on by. Betts going to settle into the 4 spot. Remember, top 9 are going to go out of this.
Surprised to see in his second ever pro race debut. Big Fluffy, Aaron Bono holding on to a transfer right now, which is good. Right behind him, Lang and McSweeney rounding out your top 9 as of right at the second. Behind him, though, it looks like a bit of a yard sale, but Landry has made it through. McSweeney's going to... Oh, McSweeney is down in the sand, so it's going to allow Landry to get by. And ahead of him is Bachelet also down, so he's going to get another. So it looks like our final transfer is now going to be Bachelet with McSweeney right behind.
At the front of the field, out front by 5 seconds already, is Yannick Mueller. Richards, Betts, and Santos going hard for this number 2 spot, crossing up lines every which way. Looks like Richards going to take the spot from Betts. Santos going to try to follow him through.
Santos with a nice inside line there. And
cases the triple out. Big Fluffy, Aaron Bonneau runs in the 5th spot and swap-a-doodles, but he saves her up.
Ooh, Medina also swapping hard right behind him, but somehow got the nose pointed forward and made it out.
Betts again not getting that quad, gets passed in the same exact spot by Santos.
Oh, Medina going down hard in the corner. So I might drop him back quite a bit. Let's see, Bachelet gets by, so yep, he's going to get out of... No, as Jake Rose tries to get around, they get piled up, so it allows Medina to get back going in the final transfer. Wow, he probably would have dropped back to 11th if that didn't happen there. And he still gets passed by Smith.
We'll have to keep an eye on Jake Rose tonight. He made some comments that he's going to be extra aggressive tonight, a little upset about a protest that went down this week that didn't go his way.
Yeah, I was reading about that earlier. I just didn't know exactly what had happened. I need to go back to the protests on that.
Yeah, it bit him a little bit on lap number 1. He tried to run it in hard, ended up putting himself on the ground, but we'll keep an eye on him tonight.
Yep. Yeah, they should know that they need to save that for the LCQ, not the heats. Right now, Ty Smith doing everything he can to hold off Lewis. Looks like this is, for your final transfer. Smith on the 250.
They're all on 250s. You meant
I did
two-stroke.
two-stroke. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I usually say 250F, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, lap 3 right now, though. 3 minutes in, right about. Still a great battle here for this final transfer. Smith doing everything he can to hold off Lewis.
Surprised not to see a few more two-strokes tonight. Looks like we have 2 riders down. That's Bachelet and Landry down in the berm. They're going to lose the transfer spot, or at least Landry will.
Yeah, so Landry has had a couple of interesting races lately. Would be good to see him make it right through the heat, but not going his way tonight so far. Launching the wall. He did get the pass on that one, so interesting depending on how good you have your line, it looks like.
Yeah, and I feel like the 250 might benefit a little more keeping your momentum up and not having to roll and get your speed back going.
Yeah, especially if you're on a 2-stroke too, unless you get a nice clutch pop out of the backside of the wall, you're probably better just airing it out. Right now going through the pack. Let's see out front. Mueller still. Richards, Betts. Lang going way... Oh, I thought he was going to hit the middle puck. Santos, Bono, Lewis, Smith, and Landry is your final transfer right now. But Bachelet is right there.
Mueller absolutely shredding it. Shows up to Toronto to play spoiler.
Yeah, what's his lead out right now? I didn't get to see.
It's 12 seconds right now over Craig Richards, who sits in the number 2 spot in points. So obviously no slouch there. Maybe the surprise is the 3rd place rider right now, Josh Betts, the moto chasing rider. Solid heat race going right now for Mr. Betts.
And final transfer now catching up to the back of Smith. So that's going to allow Bachelet to see a little bit of a battle between Landry and Betts. Or Smith, sorry.
Yeah, Bachelet needs some help right now. Landry might give it to him, knowing to be a little bit aggressive. Nice line there from Landry.
Yeah.
Jumps up over the top of that Dragon's Back, able to double out. A lot of different lines going on down that Dragon's Back section.
Taking the tight inside, as we talked about earlier. Smith going out, him going in. Looks like on 250s it's pretty even. Oh, and sliding out is Bachelet, and legs off too. So McSweeney's going to take over his spot, but that's quite a gap.
Landry goes in aggressive on Smith. Smith squares it up. They're down side by side in the whoops. Rider just getting going here. That looks like a lapper.
Yeah, I think it's a lapper.
Yeah, It is a lapper. Oh, Smith
they got
Landry
close.
get close. McSweeney might be able to capitalize by getting through that rhythm clean. He does.
Yeah, McSweeney definitely catching up. Lapper being smart, waiting up on the inside, letting the lead riders by.
Attaboy, Tyler Swagger on the 342.
Yeah, we always give a lot of credit to lappers that actually work as a lapper as they're supposed to. Please, guys.
Oh, Ty Smith jumps off the track, catapulting himself into the sand.
Oh, man. Oh, and he's getting tangled up with Big Fluffy. Big Fluffy now in the final transfer.
Oh, is he going to repay the favor? Smith shuts the door on him. McSweeney's right
good
there.
buddy Mega 3. McSweeney, though, has been charging hard, so I have a feeling he's going to sadly take out Big Fluffy. He does. Oh, Big Fluffy almost takes himself out in that corner.
The white flag is
flying,
but no, they get together. They have a huge gap over Ethan Parks, who runs in 11th. So it's up to these two to fight it out.
And that's going to be interesting, too, if he somehow gets together with them. Because Big Fluffy and Trip does, also known as Parks, are good friends, probably in TeamSpeak right now, so this could be pretty interesting.
Mueller takes the win.
Yeah, Richard's going to get second, looks like.
Battle for the last transfer.
Okay, going back.
Bano is in now. Santos, who was all the way up in second for a long time, is back to 10th, putting the pressure on Bano now. Bano
the boner
short.
Oh, and
Santos stays on the bike. Bano just has to hold it together. And is he going to be able to?
Dude, what are you doing?
It's not over yet. Santos just ripped that whoop section.
Oh, who's down ahead of him? McSweeney's down. So here comes the pass. Yep, there it is. So Santos is going to get back into a transfer.
Ethan Parks in the mix now, gets together. So Santos might be able to ride this thing out if he can just get through the Dragon's back on two wheels.
Congrats to Big Fluffy for his first ever pro main. Santos going to get across, and Parks sadly, parks it in the final, and then gets parked again.
Oh,
man.
All right, so Yannick Mueller dominates by 15 seconds. Craig Richards, Tyler Lang, Tyler Lewis, Benny Landry, Ty Smith, Josh Betts falls to 7th. Good enough to get in. Aaron Bano, welcome to your first pro main event in RF for the 122 OCM Racing Rider. And final transfer goes to Andre Santos on the Mad Cape, number 27. And Mueller is on fire tonight. He pulled that whole shot and absolutely checked out. We're going to have heat number 2 of this 250 class on the line.
Yeah, great racing so far
Blake
tonight.
Scheiman, Adrian Wilson, Kellen Brower, Chase Blakely, Adam Holm, Ethan Howell, Tyler Schmidt, Phil Doyen, Jeremy Cohenauer, Tyler Fry, Rowdy Houston, Logan Leitzel, Chase DeSalle, Daniel Mills, Trevor Dorian, Alex Carlo, Fred Heather, Connor Lynch, your points leader, Gavin Shue, Connor Holiak, round out your field. Let's see what these guys have. See what their times are looking like against Mueller, who absolutely destroyed heat number 1. It's heat number 2, 250 East. Waiting for Leitzel to load in here.
Also, just curious on how Kellen does tonight. I wonder if he has any beers in him for tonight. We'll see how his riding does.
Well, he's in P4 if you want to watch him on the start.
Yeah,
he's running the 2-stroke.
Yeah, sadly didn't have a chance to get his skins. He had the highest skin pack of anybody, so I didn't have a chance today with all the storms, but here we go.
The gate is down and off the start. It's a long one. That 2-stroke power of him and Schmidt getting out early. Lynn's on the outside, I believe.
It looks like Kellen's going to take...
Oh, that's Daniel Mills, always a good starter.
Third off the start. Good start for him.
Tyler Schmidt on the number 1, going to take the whole shot. Not the season he's wanted, defending his title. But maybe going to turn it around here tonight in Canada, eh?
A lot of people down in the background. Yes, I agree with that. Maple Syrup and Honda Civics, of course, of Canada. But either way, Tyler Fry and Kellen Brower right here battling it out. Looks like Doyon back here home. Where is our final transfer? That is Adrian Wilson right now, which does get around a couple. Oh, and then he gets canarded. And then after canarding him, he goes ahead and smacks Holm as well. So 2-for-1 special, looks like. And my cams are suddenly stuck.
Out front, leading the way, Tyler Schmidt on the number 1 is being chased by a battle of Cohenauer and Mills. The 42 chasing the 31.
Oh, good battle. Dorian back here. Scheiman, Holm, News up here. Leitzel, DeSalle, Heather. Going way back here. Blakely, Holiak. Wilson, Houston, Howell, Carlo, and me in the gate. So.
There's nothing much to see back there but a bunch of chaos.
Oh yeah, definitely. I saw in the background earlier that it's just pure carnage. Yeah, going back to Scheinman.
Transfer
Yeah,
is
Scheinman.
on. Adam Holm all over Scheinman.
Yeah, Holm has definitely stepped it up a bit lately. Been riding really well. Ooh.
Absolutely. He's made himself a contender for the top 5 here in this 250 East Division. I see Scheinman not tripling in out of the corner. If he'd actually sit down in the corners, maybe he'd have a chance to triple in there.
And so what are you saying about us non-sit-down riders, huh? Yeah, it's definitely going to be a stretch on the 250.
We had a rider down on the triple. It looked like a moto chasing bike flipping. That was Doron.
So Holm is going to get his transfer that he's wanting so far, and then DeSalle, whoa, the bike coming the opposite way out of the corner.
Oh, Scheinman down, quadding into the sand, or going about 3.5.
Yeah.
So he's going to give up the transfer to Chase DeSalle.
I'm honestly surprised we haven't seen more mistakes in that sand yet, jumping as far as they are into it. It's been pretty timid so far tonight.
For sure.
Lynn's looking pretty solid still. Always that number 1, well, red plate rider, I should say. Hill's out here. Brower's still holding on. Looks like Brower's in 5th, I'm pretty sure. Yep, 5th. Rye going back further, looking through. Not a lot going on. Just kind of keeping up with the top 9.
Well, not a lot going on. Time to give the leader some love. We haven't seen much of that number 1 clean plate out front. He's been definitely not having the season he wants for Schmidt.
And tonight just showing that he definitely still has the capacity to be able to win these. So there it is, that single outline, not quite jumping over the dragon, but very consistent at least.
Curious to see what line we'll see from Connor Linz down that section. Usually one of the more creative riders on the track, and he is working on that number 2 spot, trying to find his way around the 42 of Cohenauer. Architect rider versus MV Films rider. Linz pushing the issue. He's going to have to single in here. Probably not going to lose too much time. Still able to double out into the corner.
Yeah, he had a really good downside. A little bit of a wheelie out, but did it work?
Oh, Linz up over the berm. Catches the front wheel. Going to be the end of that one as D.
Yeah.
Mills going to be right on him. Triples up into the section. Is he going to find his way around Linz? Yes, he is.
Oh, and 2 riders down. So Holm is going to go to 7th. So DeSalle and Doyon are going to go down. Holiak, I don't think is anywhere near these 2. He is not. Getting close enough, though. If they make one more mistake, he definitely has a chance to capitalize on it. Yeah, Holiak in 10th. Still can't decide if this track is more geared towards 4-stroke or 2-stroke.
Oh, it's got some tight sections, but it also has some fast ones, so I feel like it's about half and half.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a little rider preference.
Yeah,
Looks like
Schmidt.
Brower getting up from a crash.
Oh, no.
Drops into the 5-6 spot. Make that.
That's not bad,
Adam
though. He's been 5th
Holm
most of the ride.
closing in on him. Well, nothing else to talk about. Always pull up the SYS guy.
Yeah. And of course, for anybody
does he
new
make
out
some
there and
mistake?
you haven't been here before, or if you have and you just have not yet, please hit that follow button. This is, of course, Kellen, his main channel. He's here all the time doing a lot lately of track building and just a lot of cool stuff. Be sure to hit that follow button. You're going to get a ton of MX Sim awesomeness, is all I can really say.
And who are you?
I am Motoagogo.
Oh,
I am.
You can find you where?
Twitch.tv/Motoagogo.
And you can find what on your channel?
Honestly, lately we've been playing on pirate simulator, as odd as it is, called Black Wake. That's probably the most fun game I've played in a long time.
And every now and again you'll catch a little sim rage over there, right?
Oh yeah, oh big time. Oh, especially if I've been drinking that night. Oh yeah, no, mix that in for a great night of raging.
Absolutely. Look, check out the transfer battle. Trevor Doiron is all over Holiak for it. He wants it. Moto chasing versus Verb Moto.
Battle back here. Holiak doing everything he could to Holiak onto that. No, I can't even. That was bad. I'm not even going to go with that one. The final lap, though, still here as they come across the line. Of course, we're 1 full lap for them. Leader is Schmidt with his 4.3 second lead. Not as big as it was. Cohenauer is definitely caught up a bit. Going back to that final transfer.
About 2 second gap now. Dorian making some mistakes on the 489. He's going to get that triple in there. Going to try to pull it in a little bit.
Yeah, big boner air coming out of it, but still stayed wheels down.
Hoyak's come from a long ways back on that number 15 machine as Tyler Schmidt takes the heat number 2 win, 250 East here in Toronto. Kohenauer are going to come across in second. Mills third. Lynn's fourth. Adam Holm fifth. Then we find Brower, Fry battling it out.
Good three-way battle here.
With DeSalle as well.
Congrats to Kellen. I know he's been... Oh, right behind him, the 720. Oh, and it takes Kellen with him.
In the last turn. Is Doiron going to get there? No, he slides out.
Oh,
now
and then Kellen gets hit again. Oh, Kellen makes it through in 8th. Wow.
They do not.
I don't know if you had a chance to see that, but DeSalle came into the whoops, landed nose heavy, did a 1080 out of the last whoop, launched probably a good 10-15 feet in the air, and landed on the back of Kellen in the corner.
Wow.
Crazy action.
So Tyler Schmidt keeps the number 1 clean. Gate, full shot, win. Top 9 are going to stay the same on cut, so it'll be Schmidt, Kohenauer, Daniel Mills, Connor Linz, Adam Holm, Tyler Fry, Chase DeSalle, Kellen Brower, and Connor Holyak heading to the main event. The rest of those boys, they're going LCQ bound, and no one wants to be there.
Complex asking a great question in chat. Can't exactly give a direct answer, but I can mitigate him to a couple of things. He says, so I'm trying to figure out why my bike slides out. What can I do to change this? Be sure to check out. There's a lot of really good setup videos, especially here on Start Your Systems on YouTube. Be sure to check that out. Kellen has a great one to help you min-max your best setup.
Semi number 1, Peter Light, Kevin Frizaka, Josh Hamilton, Dominic Saulnier, Devin Ryan, Jack Czar, Stade Honeywell, Dominic Tiberino, Matt Burkeen, James Armstrong, Matthias, Janice, Brian Haskell, Jeremy Shipley, Zoa Cross, Jesse Wildman, Jesse Hendy. 5 riders, 4 minutes plus 1 lap. What 5 are going to go to the main? The gate's down.
And with Armstrong on the start
with a good
here,
start in the middle, Shipley on the inside. Going to lead the way.
Oh, let's see if Armstrong might...
Burkeen, a good start in second. Peter the Locomotive Like runs in the 3.
Hamilton throw it away in that first little rhythm
battle
section.
for the lead is on already. Burkeen gives a love tap to Shipley. Wasting no time going for the front as Peter the Locomotive Like goes down, clips Burkeen, stays on the bike. Is he going to get going without getting knocked down? He does, but he drops to the 6.
Yeah, Tiberino getting by in all that chaos. I'm surprised he made it fit, but Shipley running away so far.
Shipley leads the Fro, Dominic Tiberino, Team TBR in the number 2 spot. Burkeen chasing in 3rd. We find Devin Ryan and Jack Zars, your final transfer spot right now. Into the sand wall they go. Zars, a rookie in the pro ranks. Light gets into the back of him. Huge mistake.
Oh,
looks like
good
we lost a rider
pass
here.
with Frizaka around Like. But Frizaka not jumping triple into that section, Like almost running into the back of him. And so across, right ahead of those two.
Oh, Burkeen's down in the 2nd turn.
Oh no.
Open the door here for a bunch of guys to go through. He's going to rejoin the action with his teammate Kevin Frizaka.
Oh, Light goes down
Light
on the outside.
Goes tumbling.
So Frizaka, it's kind of funny. I remember racing Ames with him. He's definitely gotten a lot faster.
Oh, is that Zoa Cross down? That is. He drops out of a transfer now. Matthias Janis moves up to 6. Kevin Frizaka from Zaka, Team Tagger, goes into the last transfer.
Sorry about that. I don't even know what the hell just happened.
Down.
For some reason, my sorry guys, whoever just followed me on my channel, it just popped up on Kellen's channel. No idea why. It's turned off. Sorry guys. Hold on. Keep talking. Sorry, I'm gonna see if I can actually just turn it off totally.
No worries. Just watching the last transfer. Dade Honeywell putting the pressure on our amateur streamer Matthias Janis. Matthias _43 at Twitch TV if you want to tune in tomorrow night and see some action. Get some more sim racing in, but right now he needs to not focus on streaming. Armstrong just blows up Dade Honeywell. He tripled into the turn before the finish. And now Armstrong goes inside on Janis and makes that move. Holy crap, yeah. Armstrong is on a mission right now.
Burkeen off the track, getting Zars around him, so Burkeen dropping to 4th. And again, I do apologize, guys. I have no idea how my alerts are going, especially when I'm not even on my channel. That doesn't make sense. Oh, and down is Zars.
Zars.
Yeah, Saulnier is going to get by.
Oh. Zars came up short in the rhythm, losing some time. The front of the field coming, putting another lap in the books. Team versus FamMX rider Jeremy Shipley on the 39. Was once a title contender, but a couple rage quits have pretty much knocked him out of contention here. Dominic Tiberino on the 77. Cruising in that number 2 spot, trying to get himself into the main event. In third, we find Matt Burkeen, Team Tiger Designs, number 8. Then we find the battle for 4th and 5th on between Armstrong and Saulnier.
Yeah, Saulnier, big mistake there, slid out, so it's going to allow Zars to get by. And here is Haskell right there, trying to make it past as well, but of course Zars right now, your final transfer as of right this second.
Zars made quite the splash in the 250 West Series as a rookie. Now he's on the 450 as a rookie. Just stepped up to the pro ranks between the last offseason series and here, and showing that he belongs, trying to find himself in a 450 main event on the number 718 Moto Chasing Yamaha. Saulnier, though, wants that spot. He's putting the pressure on. He's going to try to roll the wall. Haskell's going to roll it behind him. Saulnier's in triple into the turn. He's going to run. Way nice right there. If that would have been last lap, I don't think he checks up.
Saulnier, oh, the wheelie through, tries to front flip.
He went to Indonesia, and I don't know if he's ever coming back. The white flag flies. The pressure's now on Brian Haskell to make a move on the rookie Jack Zars. While we have a new leader as well in a 3-rider battle for the lead.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
check that out. Dominic Tiberino leads. Burkeen and Shipley giving chase down the rhythm. Where's Peter Light? Because that's a freight train right there.
Shipley still, though, holding on. He cased quite a bit, but holding on to third right up next to him. Man, this battle for the lead, and there he goes,
skies it. I was waiting for the front flip. He goes into the lead over Fro. Fro going to come back on him.
I don't think he wanted to do it again because the heat, he would have made it through, but they
Shipley
both go
puts them
down.
both on the ground.
Here comes Armstrong.
Armstrong says, thank you very much. I'll take a better gate pick. Shipley and Fro going to get back going. No harm, no foul. Haskell went in deep on Jack Zars, not able to get it done after the sand section.
Down.
Oh, is Shipley going to get up before Haskell gets there? Haskell triples in. Shipley gets going.
Ooh, good count on cuts, though.
Yeah, less than a second gap. Definitely could come down to cuts. Unofficially, though, Haskell, Saulnier, Honeywell, Janice, and the rest will be going to the LCQ. While Matt Burkeen, James Armstrong, Dominic Tiberino, Jack Zars, and Jeremy Shipley will be going to the main event.
Crazy racing tonight, that's for sure. Always fun to visit Canada and throw some laps down.
Oh. Zoe Cross blaming the track for all his problems as cuts are in and the top 5 will stay the same.
Yeah, Shipley got pretty lucky that if he had the slightest cut there, that would have been really close to losing that transfer.
All right, semi number 2, Spencer Turley, Jeremy Henner, Samuel Bergeron, Toby Stocks, Casey Ohlert, Sean Klein, Roy Mitchell, Clay Alfrey, Zach Dupuis, Alex Heckman, William St. Laurent, Jack Haley, Jeremy Siebel, Andrew Wood, Brady Stanley, Zach Prokop. 4 minutes plus 1 lap, top 5 to the main. Semi number 2 of the 450s, and their gate is down. Into turn number 1. Jack Haley has it.
Haley with a great start. Oh, behind him, though, Dupuis goes down.
Tumbling.
Yep.
Haley's already got a 2.5 second lead, 2 corners into this thing.
Looks like absolutely Skline up here in the top 5 as well. It is. With Bergeron actually holding on to this final transfer. Right behind him is Heckman, though, so it could get interesting. Heckman's definitely been wanting to get into those mains and hasn't been able to the last couple rounds, sadly.
Those top 6 separating themselves from everyone else here early. They need to just put some clean laps in here, get away from the field, and then battle amongst themselves.
Definitely. Looks like both Heckman and Bergeron got to air out into the sand.
A little bit different line choice coming out of the sand as well. I like seeing that.
Oh, Heckman landing a bit hard in the beginning.
Oh,
of
we
that
got a
driver's
rider
back.
down in the berm.
Yep,
That
will
is
be...
Clay Alfrey.
Yep.
Gonna open the door for Pro Cop and a whole bunch of others to go through as Dupuis just destroys Casey Ohlert.
Oh.
I don't know if you caught that. He came
I sadly
flying
did
into
not.
the turn out of nowhere.
Oh, Pro
That
Cop
was some
sliding.
like 2012 Zach Dupuis when he was known as the dirtiest rider in the game.
A little bit of Bam Bam in his blood, huh? Alfrey back here, though, still. A-Wood, Allhart, as you just said, just got destroyed. St. Laurent way back here. That's kind of surprising. St. Laurent usually battling within the top 5. Spencer Turley not having the ride he wanted at all. Dupuis almost going down. Seabolt way back here. Forgot Seabolt was even in the semi. Definitely not the ride he wanted.
Meanwhile, at the front of the field, Team Relax the Tires, Jack Haley has a 5-second gap. He's been making that triple clean into the finish turn. Going to put another lap in the books. Making it a sleeper out front, 7 seconds out on Sean Klein, who's now in second, battling out with Toby Stocks for that number 2 spot.
Ooh,
Fine,
Heckman almost got Bergeron to the side of him, going really tight on that inside on the final turn. Yeah, Prokop is definitely caught up to the back of Bergeron. He had a bit of a gap, and now it seems like he could be battling him for it here pretty soon. Oh, and down is a lapper, maybe? Yep.
That lapper that was down was Andrew Wood. I think he was so drunk he forgot which way the track goes. Looks like he's getting back going about 3 lanes over.
Prokop's still doing everything he can to catch up to Heckman now, it looks like. Heckman, no? Okay, Prokop, what happened to Bergeron going back to 8th? I don't know what happened there, but he went from 4th to 8th with a quickness, so Heckman's now going to be in 4th, Prokop 5th, and looks like Alfrey is going to do everything he can to try to catch up and get back to the spot.
I'm keeping my eyes on the 62 machine running in the 7th spot right now. As he slides out as a 360, William St. Laurent. He was up there in that heat race. Narrowly missed a transfer. Now he's looking to go into the LCQ out of this semi as he has some huge mistakes with only a couple to go.
Yeah, St. Laurent usually one of the fast guys that I'm never surprised to see him in a transfer position, but like you said, just not making it happen tonight.
Alfrey looks like he's laying some laps down, trying to close that gap down on Prokop, who has the last transfer. Prokop sending it off the wall. Ooh, that's
that
nice
was a
through
case.
butter, and then that corner not so smooth. Alfrey, smell it now. They're also closing up on Alex Heckman in 4th. He's definitely not out of the woods yet, and guess what? Last lap.
Yep, this is where it's all going to get intense. You know, Heckman's
wants to
sweating
go to
a
that
little bit
LCQ.
right now. Oh, there it is!
Wow. Heckman just gets absolutely destroyed by Zach Prokop.
Wow, Prokop would lay in the hammer in that corner. Well, that was a bit unexpected.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere like a missile. Somehow stays on 2 wheels, makes the corner.
Yeah, that was a bar bang if I ever saw one in the corner, but either way.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying out for the Vikings with that punt.
Yeah, I could go with that.
As Jack Haley going to take the win, head himself to the main event, keeping an eye on Clay Alfrey trying to get the 5th and final transfer. William St. Laurent's climbed to 6th. Is he going to get there, though? Alfrey going to triple up into the corner, makes it smooth around the turn, and hopefully to the main event if he doesn't have any cuts.
That battle on the very end there with St. Laurent and Turley. Good little battle.
Turley, Bergeron, Heckman, Henners, who's been strong, Roy Mitchell, Zach Dupuis, Brady Stanley, Andrew Wood, Casey Ohlert, Jeremy Seabold, all in the LCQ. Yes, that's right. Those aren't the transfers. Those are the LCQ riders. Oh, I'm getting excited now,
I got
boys.
a stacked LCQ tonight.
So Haley takes the win, Klein 2nd, Stocks 3rd, Prokop 4th, and Alfrey 5th unofficially. Wait for everyone to finish up, get the cuts on in.
Yeah, I'm pretty Pretty shocked by that takeout. I mean, Rubbin's racing, but man, that was a slam.
That wasn't
if I
even
saw
for
one.
the final transfer. His cuts are in. Our top 5 stay the same. That's a whole lot of stacked LCQ action coming
Yeah.
up.
And as we always say, and of course the rule of racing, only top 4 make it through, and that's, like you said, that's really stacked to see only 4. So. And then you're going to have Heckman in there as well, which, you know, after that race, he's definitely going to be fired up for that LCQ. So
250 LCQ is on the line right now, though. Adrian Wilson, Gavin Shue, Victor Nycott, Chase Blakely, who's in that title battle, Connor Peavy, Walter Gebhardt, Daniel Bachelet, Nick Hancher, Phil Doyon, Ethan Parks, Ivan Medina, Logan Leitzel, Fred Heather, Trevor Doiron, Blake Scheiman, Alex Carlo, Tyler Swigard, Logan McSweeney, and Jake Rose make the call to the gate. We're going to go 3 minutes plus 1 lap and take 4 of these boys to the main.
thank you for the rundown again. Great lineup so far for for both LCQs. I'm just saying. Usually in LCQ, they're a little bit less stacked, but tonight we're a little bit over full, as I guess I could say. So watching Salty Walty off to start here. Let's see if he can get a good start.
I bet if he doesn't, he gets salty.
Yeah. Favorite seasoning in the pantry and the gate drop. Oh, somebody got stuck in the gate.
But
Walter,
Gebhardt had a good jump.
he
over
had
the
a-
wheelie, gets some contact. Looks like Jake Rose on the inside gonna destroy someone. Victor Nycott, Team Silver Skate, gonna take the lead. Jake Rose immediately goes down with salty Walter Gebhardt. Walter's definitely saltier than a bag of peanuts right now. So
Yeah.
Bachelet gonna fall into second, PV third, and Adrian Wilson are your top 4.
And Doiron right behind, seeing if he can make up this. Look like Hencher right behind.
Alex Carlos busting the big rhythm.
Yeah,
from
Carlos
way behind, makes up some
charging.
sick time. Now his teammate Doiron's on the inside of him. Over the triple.
Are they gonna tangle? Woo!
No. Carlo comes through and then gets plowed by Hancher.
Doiron just says, thanks guys for the pass, and is going to take off through, but not quite in it yet, of course. He still has to get past Wilson. Oh, which Wilson gets around Bachelet, so Bachelet's going to be your final transfer.
Bachelet's coming back aggressive, tucks it in. I love LCQ action.
Oh, LCQ is amazing. Watching them, like, every little thing they do that's a mistake is panic, and you can definitely see it in their riding the second they make a mistake.
Doiron goes down. McSweeney going to be right there now.
Huh.
But these guys need to just go forward, not even worry about each other. Just hop in the draft, per se, NASCAR speak. Oh, who's that down in the turn? That's Bachelet.
Oh, no. That should put Doiron right into final? No?
Well, if he could hold the spot, he's battling it out with McSweeney right now. Short races, anything can happen. McSweeney, though, needs to get Doiron. McSweeney gets the
Taking
3
the big line,
into the bales, though.
All this, Doiron is right behind watching, like, all right, give me some time.
Yeah, he nails the big rhythm, so he's able to close that gap a little bit more to try to get up there and make it a 3-rider fight. Also, Chase Blakely sitting in 7th right now. Absolutely needs to get in this main event if he wants to keep his title hopes alive. He comes in here, of course, 3rd in points, and he just had a huge opportunity right there in the corner as McSweeney was down.
Yeah, Blakely going through, Hatcher. Hancher. Interesting last name. Sweeney right behind. Lietzel goes down, though. Carlo, a lot of guys right here, but of course, your top 4 is Nikon out front, PV, Wilson, and Doiron.
Chase Blakely runs in 5th. We have to keep an eye on him running in the 3rd spot in that point standings. Number 20, obviously a fast rider, riding for Blakely's only.
And it's crazy, too, because, as you said, in the points battle, he's not in the main right now. This is huge. But Doiron is right ahead of him.
Looks like Blakely's pace is definitely faster. He's reeling him in, but he's got to not just reel him in, he's got to make the pass and make it stick.
How aggressive do you think he's going to go?
Well, we're at the 3-minute mark. As your leader just went across the finish. That should be a white flag. I'm going to double check that as you watch the battle. It is a white flag.
So this is going to be nuts. I'm going to go on board with him for a second. Let's see if he can chase him down.
Going to go 3 over the Dragon's back.
Tried
It's a little
to.
sketchy, but saves it.
Doiron makes a huge mistake as well. Slides
He's
out
going to
of
go
it.
inside here and make the move.
The block.
Gets squared up. Doiron's going to hold it.
Woo! Good racing here. Is Blakely opening himself up? He did, but he backed off.
He saw what was coming there. He knew the square up was going to happen. Doiron going to case, not get the 3 out. He still goes for it. Got to get the pressure back on. Make a move here down this long rhythm.
As Mayhem said in chat, I sense a punt coming. I kind of did there too, and he went for it, but Blakely was smart enough to back off and let him go
Both
wide.
these guys get the big rhythm. Who are they jumping over? That's Connor Peavy.
That's Peavy.
Falls out of a transfer.
Wow.
Now Peavy all over the back of Doiron. He's got the inside setup.
He fit. I'm surprised he was able to make that work.
Side by side down the whoops. Doiron's got him set up. Nice clean pass. Peavy's still there. Not too far back.
Yeah, double checking with Blakely too. Him and Wilson got really close in that sand. I was worried that Blakely would take himself out. And as your winner goes across the line,
Peavy's wide open, trying to get close, hoping for cuts or something, but it's not going to happen. Doiron with the move of the night to put himself in the main event along with Blakely, Wilson, and your LCQ winner, Victor Nycott.
what a crazy night of racing. Well, 20 made it in. Not going to lose his points tonight, which we thought he might have.
That book was straight out of a textbook that Trevor Doiron put on. Not a full-on punt, didn't put himself on the ground, made just enough contact to make the move.
Oh, I'm so excited about this next LCQ. Oh, it's such a stacked LCQ. A lot of people were like, you guys do this stuff all the time, commentating. Who cares? When you have that many good riders in an LCQ and only 4 can make it, I sense a battle coming up.
And cuts are in, top 4 stay the same. So PV, McSweeney, and the boys gonna head home. Well, hopefully head over here to Start Your Systems on Twitch and check out the main events. Coming up next, 450 Supercross LCQ. On the gate, we have Peter the Locomotive Like, Josh Hamilton, Spencer Turley, Dominic Saulnier, Devin Ryan, Jeremy Hinner, Samuel Bergeron, Dade Honeywell, Kevin Ferzaka, Casey Ollert, Matthias Janis, Brian Haskell, Zoe Cross, Roy Mitchell, Zach Dupuis, William St. Laurent, Jeremy Siebel, Andrew Wood, Brady Stanley, Alex Heckman, Jesse Wildman, Jesse Hindy, and the gate's down. A bunch of guys in the gate, a couple guys looping out.
Yeah, I had a couple loop outs there. That was crazy. So Siebel, good outside.
Haskell to the first turn. It's going to be Brian Haskell on the 371. Siebelt's going to be right there as well as Bergeron.
Oh, in the collision. Wow, a lot going on there.
Bergeron goes down.
St. Laurent is going to take over that lead. So
Haskell
many
in the
fast
2
guys
spot.
in here. Allhart making a big mistake, and he's going to tangle with Bergeron.
Bergeron are down. They take Ferzaka with them.
St. Laurent doing everything he can to run away after a bad night so far, but Haskell's right there. Stanley
Wildman was in 5th and went down. So Zoe Cross has the spot now.
And that's a gap from your final transfer as well. They're going to have to do a lot of racing here to catch up.
Well, Cross is in your final transfer. Hindy and Saulnier all over him. Well, not Hindy anymore.
Wait, Cross is not in the transfer?
Oh, wow, I'm losing my mind.
No, you're fine. No, yeah, Stanley right now and Siebel battling for this final transfer.
Oh, leader's down.
Yes, he is. And he gets clipped again as he's trying to get up.
St. Laurent, he's been almost in the main every race on the track.
Every race.
He's in 4th right now with Zoe Cross giving chase.
So amazing racing so far tonight. St. Laurent doing everything he can. He's got to be screaming in that helmet tonight, as we like to say, just after all the struggle bus that he's been a part of tonight.
Siebel just went down in the number 2 spot.
Yep. And both get by.
So Cross is going to be into the final transfer now. Siebel rejoins the action, gets punted over the berm by Kevin Ferzaka. He will not be going to the main event now.
Wasn't it Siebel that took out Ferzaka at the very beginning of the race, I think, in that first rhythm? So that might have been minor payback.
Possibly.
Oh, and Hindy getting into the tump blocks off the lip of the triple. I'm surprised he actually made it through. And he goes down after that, too.
Resetting things at the front. Haskell with heavy pressure from Stanley. Actually, Stanley makes a mistake, backs off. St. Laurent 3rd. Zoe Cross 4th with a good 6 seconds back to Dominic Saulnier. So these top 4, if they just keep it clean and mistake-free, in a couple minutes, they can be main event bound. Easier said than done, of course. Keeping an eye on the 4th place rider, Zoe Cross, right now to see if he gets past. Because he's in a great fight here. These top 4 are all kind of grouped up.
I've been really impressed with Zoe Cross lately. I remember when he wouldn't, not in a bad way, wasn't as charging as he is nowadays, and it's really good to see him step up and come a lot
St. Laurent
faster.
almost went down. Stanley almost goes down. Is going to drop
Ooh.
1, maybe 2 spots.
And there goes Zoa. Is he gonna? Nope. Almost cleans him as he goes by. Oh, Saunier on that pogo ride, doing everything he can to catch up.
Stanley on the deuce, now sitting in the hot seat, taking a deuce.
And Heckman in chat, after we saw the punt from hell earlier in chat, says you have no idea the amount of rage I'm feeling right now. Hey, I get it, man. We all saw that punt from hell. That's all I can call it.
Ooh, Cross with a big mistake as he's putting the pressure on St. Laurent. Again, white flag is out. These guys all have a transfer. Saunier is charging right now. He chopped a lot off that lead that last lap around.
Oh, and Stanley is going to get around Cross. Cross is going to try to battle back on the inside. Oh, are they going to cross lines? They do, but not close enough.
Cross looking very aggressive right now for being in a transfer spot.
Ooh, Stanley.
Good thing he was already on the hot seat because I think he just crapped himself.
Yeah, Cross is going to do anything he can to hold on to this. We are on the course of final lap.
Saunier is absolutely ripping right now in 5th. He's cut that gap down to 2 seconds now. He's just hoping for a little bit of a mistake to bring him closer.
I was waiting for Stanley to air that wall, but I'm surprised they both took the roll. Oh, here he goes, getting the drive on the outside. Not quite enough. Wow, and to the line.
Too late, it looks like, for Dominic Saunier.
Still throwing the front flip.
Jack attack. Brian Haskell takes the win. St. Laurent finally gets into the main along with Zoa Cross and Brady Stanley. Saunier, Siebel, Honeywell, Verzaka, Hamilton, Turley, Mitchell, Ollert, Hindi. We're drawing in a whole lot more heavy hitters, including Jeremy Henners, Vitamin Water SYS Racing. We've seen him in the top 5 the past couple weeks, not going to the main event.
Yeah, not only that, but Siebold, as we've been talking about lately, making almost top 5s his first 2 rounds and then not even making the main tonight. Man, what a crazy LCQ tonight.
Stacked Field showed up to Canada.
Yeah. Almost like
Must have been the
Daytona
free
every year,
healthcare.
you know, it's that, yeah. Hopefully they don't have their 50s taken away again this time. I swear, it has to be Atlanta every year that stuff like that happens, you know. And then I think it was, what, 2 450s and 3 250s were stolen too?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, crazy nonsense real life racing in Atlanta. But of course, what do we have up next? One of our favorite parts of the night. 250. And a quick rundown of how that...
Beckman,
Go ahead.
please don't poke me during broadcast. I'd appreciate it.
But I was going to say real quick for anybody new out there that are watching tonight, we just went through our heats and LCQ for the 250 class, which is the lights class as it's known. We're about to do 15 plus 1, and Checker's going to give us a quick rundown of the 20
Andre
riders.
Santos, Adrian Wilson, Kellen Brower, Victor Nycott, Chase Blakely, Josh Betts, Tyler Lewis, Adam Holm, Tyler Schmidt, Connor Holyak, Jeremy Cohenauer, Tyler Fry, Yannick Mueller, Aaron Bonneau, Chase DeSalle, Daniel Mills, Benny Landry, Trevor Doiron, Ty Smith, Craig Richards, Tyler Lang.
Don't die, but here we are off the gate. As Checkers hopefully isn't dying. It sounds like he might be. Oh, God. And a lot of people cutting the very first turn. Schmidt cutting the entire red block. Wow, I wonder how that's going to play into cuts later. But Richard's going to take second. Actually, no. Linz is going to go to the lead. Getting 2 for 1 there. So your points leader right now, Linz is going to take over Schmidt. And then Richards. Mueller. Mueller battling with Richards here. Oh, and they get together. And that also sends Schmidt up into the tough blocks, but got lucky. I know it's a warm-up. We're just having fun with it.
Hello.
You doing all right now?
I'm still coughing. Hang on.
No, don't worry. The reason why we call these out, too, even though it's just a, warm-up, it's because if you... Yes, guys. You guys don't understand. The warm-up curse. The warm-up curse. That's why we get so excited. It's the warm-up curse. Come on.
All right, who do you got, Moto?
I am with tonight. I'm going to go with... It's hard not to go with Linz, but if I'm not going to go with Linz, I'm going to go with Adam Holm.
I'm going Yannick Mueller.
Mueller? That's a good one. That's a good one. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
think
looks
he's gonna
like
play spoiler
Linz...
for sure.
Linz did pull the curse, though, so we'll see what happens.
And it's going to be a Tyler Schmidt hole shot for sure.
Going across. Yep. Schmidt, massive hole shot. Lynn's right behind, though.
That's bad news for everyone else getting that good of a start for Connor Linz, who's been so good. Kellen Brower was third and puts himself on the ground.
Oh. Good battle here. Schmidt and Linz, the two we always like to see get into each other, and we'll see how many laps they can stay together.
The defending champ and the points leader. Linz looks inside early on already.
Both going through the huge line in there. Oh, that is true. Somebody called out that last week. Fresquez won his warm-up and then went on to win the main, so it doesn't always work with the curse.
Into the wall. Schmidt's going to air it out. Linz is not. Yannick Mueller's in third. We're set up for an amazing main event right now. And then Mueller slides out. He saves it still in third.
Oh, and here goes a
Linz
triple
going
in.
for the pass.
And he's going to get the double out. He's going to go. Nope, he backs off. No reason to bar bang this early in the race. Both going to take that inside. I'm going to actually go on board with Linz for a second here.
Lynn's going to try the inside, make a clean pass. Is he going to get it done? He's going to go inside again. Props to the track builder. That was some sweet multi-line choice, working out even.
I know, right? Everything seems to be so perfect on this track. I wonder who built this. But right now, Lynn's hunting down. Oh, a little bit of a case, but it doesn't seem to slow him down at all.
Lynn's trying everything to make the move right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, getting that nice inside drive. Watching him sky it right in front of him.
Oh, I think he's got it right here up the inside.
Ooh, sandwich.
Schmidt drag races him back.
The wheelie from Schmidt, too, to get that line. Oh, Schmidt not going to get... Oh, he still gets a good drive.
Oh,
and Lynn's the mistake.
Saves it.
Wow.
Schmidt back by.
Lynn's ducking his head underneath Schmidt's bike.
Oh, it's a drag race again. Splitting lines again for a whole lap, inside, outside. These guys are going at it.
Schmidt making a tiny mistake there. Going to have to go to the double line.
In cases that triple is going to give Linz a gap.
And out of all this, Mueller has not been able to capitalize on any of those mistakes by Schmidt yet, so it's still going to be Linz, Schmidt, and Mueller.
No, Schmidt off the track, going to save it, but not be able to jump onto that second table. Going to drop a little bit more time. Linz disappearing off into the sunset.
Ooh, the wheelie into the whoops there from Linz. That was a little bit sketchy.
A little bit of a lot of switchbacks. So when they get to lappers, it'll be really interesting what happens. No lead is safe, so Linz needs to check out right now if he wants to win this thing.
Got another battle forming behind them as well with Lang and Holiak here. Possibly might start dueling. Holiak making... Oh, actually Lang the big mistake. But never mind on that.
Where is your second place title contender, Craig Richards? Blakely is in the 12th spot after narrowly getting into the main event. He sits third in points.
Richards is, wow, way back in...
Richards is in the 20th spot.
20th spot, yep.
And our points leader is leading the way. Not good news for the 65 FAMMX versus PC ride of Craig Richards.
Also, sadly for Kellen Brower, sitting back in 17th right now. Might be 15th after that 2-for-1, but...
Oh! I was looking at the front of the field. Linz got seriously sketchy in the whoops. Saves it somehow. Maybe giving us a glimmer of hope of actually having a race still. Usually it makes a snooze fest when the 18 of Linz gets out front.
Yeah, going through each one of the guys up here in front. Oh, Holiak is down. That's going to allow Nycott and Lang. Yeah.
Battling it out. Holiak right back in the mix with these guys.
And again, thank you to all joining us tonight for Heat, or 250 main, first main of the two tonight. Of course, we have 450s right after this, and thank you all for being here. Appreciate it.
Polyak trying to put the move on Lang right now, splitting lines. Like he's got it done. He's going to move up into the top 5 for the 15 of Connor Holiak.
Oh, yeah.
Nycott goes down hard.
Oh, and behind him as well, Santos and Laundry both get into it, and then they collect Cohenauer right behind.
Meanwhile, in 4th and 5th, Lang is coming back hard on Holyak.
Go on board for a second, since everybody seems to be enjoying the on boards every once in a while. So let's go ahead and watch Lang in case. Let me know if any other battles, of course, are going on. Looks like our lead two are pretty separated for the time being.
Looks like the best battle on the track right now is at the tail end of the top 10. Chase DeSalle has it, battling it out hard with Tyler Lewis and Aaron Bonneau. Now trying to separate himself from Lewis.
Big Fluffy getting taken out by Richards.
Richards coming to the front. He's not wasting any time. He's got points to collect.
Yep, for Big Fluffy, it says, hey, I made the main. For Richards, it's like, I need points. Get out of my way. But still, huge congrats once again, Big Fluffy, riding a 13th on his first ever main. See him out there. Oh, and who was that down? Looks like Lapper. Not sure who that was. Oh, that was Landry, actually. Landry dropping way back to about 15th. Yep, 15th.
Check out the 11th spot, trying to get into the top 10 is Richards right now, trying to get those points. That is the best battle on the track, and Richards might be the one to keep an eye on as he's slicing and dicing through the field. He looks like a chef out there right now, the way he's slicing and dicing. Not the start he wanted, but salvage mode as much as he can here, and then has to hope for a mistake later in the championship.
Definitely. Funny, I'm also taking mental notes for tomorrow for getting ready for AM racing. Ugh, you gonna be racing it tomorrow?
Possibly. We will see.
Who is that? Oh, Lewis takes out Richards. And so does Big Fluffy. He goes down on his own trying to dodge this carnage. So here comes Wilson. Gonna get Big Fluffy. Oh, but he does tangle with, what's that now? It's not showing who that was. Oh. But definitely not what Richards needs right now. Trying to get through the pack to get as many points as he can. Getting taken out there.
Yeah, he's about one straight away from seeing the blue bar from your leader, Connor Lenz. Out front, leading the way by 7 seconds as he cases the triple, though. That's going to cost him some time as now he gets stuck
and
back
then
behind
Richards gets screwed again by Lewis going down. Lewis twice taking him out, so here comes your leader.
We're at the halfway point. You know what that means?
Oh, you give us that rundown, baby.
Time for the top 10 rundown, brought to you by MotoOption. MotoOption.com, title sponsor of this series. They got some sick clothing over there. Go log on. Hats, shirts, wallets, belts, bikinis for your old lady. Oh yeah, they got it all. Connor Lenz, team architect, points leader, trying to keep that red plate for yet another week, working his way towards the 250 East Championship on the number 18, slicing through the lappers. Leads the way. And defending champion Tyler Schmidt with the save of the day. Runs in the 2 spot on the TBR 252 stroke. Yannick Mueller. It's like save of the day every time we go to a new rider. Yeah. 92. Art Reflex Designs runs in the 3rd spot. Nice to have Yannick here racing with us tonight. Running back in the number 4 spot, Verb Moto number 15, Connor Holyak. Back in 5th and 6th, we find a battle. Nycott has it on the silver skate number 64. Andre Santos trying to get it from him. We'll check this out for a couple moments as we're cruising through the top 10. Of course, we want to stop and watch a battle. Santos got gnarly over that triple.
And look, yeah, Santos doing everything he can. And
he's going to split the lapper.
Oh, lapper. Takes
the kill. Puts Nycott on the deck. So that'll allow us to go back to the 7th place rider, Tyler Lang, as he's going to come up on Nycott as he gets going. Lang going to jump the sand but not make the move. Team Moto chasing number 182 of Tyler Lang. Back in 8th, we find Prime Design Graphics rider, the 34 of Chase DeSalle. coming through here. Gonna triple up and then over that Dragon's back. Back in ninth, MV Films, number 42, Jeremy Cohenauer. And rounding out your Moto Option top 10, MotoOption.com, Moto Option Clothing, Benny Landry riding for Moto Savage on the number 88.
Perfect time to end him with the clothing rundown, especially when he's laundry and he's going to fold up this race. Oh, as he slides out in the corner, so not quite making it happen. Oh, looks like who is that down? Santos is down again. He was down and then tried to get up and is down again. So that's going to drop him back to 5th now. Still trying to get going. But our leader, I actually want to go on board for a second with Lins. I want to see how he gets around this track. I need, like I said, mental notes for tomorrow.
A lot of spread out. Oh, there's a battle for 5th and 6th for sure. Santos all over Tyler Lang. Goes inside, makes the move. Yeah, is not going to be able to get back by him, so Lang going to have to fall in line.
It's funny. Tyler says he's like, I'd be scared to mess up everybody if I ever raced. Yep, that's my feeling every day in AM racing. Except for at the same time, everybody else is as garbage as you are, so you just got to make it work.
For sure.
Right now, sadly, as you said, not really a lot going on. Lang and Santos kind of the closest together. Let's look around a little bit more. Give some guys in the further back a bit of a chance. Cohenauer making a mistake.
Nycott is chasing down Chase DeSell, and now he just face planted. So now Cohenauer about to go a lap down. Gonna go on by.
Oh, Daniel Mills looks like it's your first rage quit of the night, unless maybe. Yep, it is.
We're at the 12-minute mark. Connor Lins is an 18-second lead now. Mueller has made his way to second around Tyler Schmidt.
Yeah, Schmidt, as you said, reigning, past champion. Getting passed by Lapper, I think. Lapper's hauling. Like, doing everything he can to stay out of his way, yet to keep a good race pace.
He's got to keep going because right now Connor Holyak is charging from behind, trying to take that last podium spot from him.
Yep.
And I think we might want to watch this one because I think that's heating up.
Oh, looks like soon we might throw a blanket over these two and send them by a nice warm fire, and they'll heat up this racing. Holyak looking pretty solid, though. Schmidt looking like he's making a little mistake here or there, but Holyak, I don't know. It just seems like he has a little bit more of a set rhythm.
Yeah, his corner speed's pretty good as Schmidt bounces himself out of the way. I think he got run over by the freight train that is Connor Holyak going to the front of the field.
So right now, still, it's Lins, Mueller, Holyak, Schmidt, Santos, Lang, DeSell, Cohenauer, Laundry, and Nycott. Still your top 10.
So Landry and Cohenauer, that's a pretty decent battle as they come across the line. And they're trying to close up that gap on Jeremy Kahuna.
And Nycott trying to join into this battle with Landry as well.
And Nycott was running up there and then he got helped to the ground. Earlier in the race by Santos.
Who was that off track? Landry. And Nycott getting them both. Wow. Oh, little sketch in the whoops. Yep, that's going to allow...
Cohenauer aggressive on Nycott. Nycott allows him. There's that wall where I was talking about slowing down versus jumping.
Yeah, it looks like he tapped bars together off the lip and caused him to go instant off.
Now Landry looking aggressive on Cohenauer as he gets into the bales.
Going back towards the front really quick. Just take a look.
Holyak's moved all the way to second now. Mueller's dropped.
Yeah, Schmidt 4th now. Santos still in 5th. Santos has been 5th like all night. Looks like Landry and Cohenauer is about the closest to good battle we have on the track right now. But we are at 15 minutes, so next time the leader goes through the gate, we'll of course only go one more lap and call it done.
Yeah, bad news for everyone not named Connor Lins tonight, as Richards is in 14th, Blakely in 16th. This title's almost as good as over at this point.
Yeah, just sometimes one race will, settle any championship, as they always say in classic terms, that you win championships on your worst races, and these are not the type of worst race you want if you're in a points chase.
Definitely not.
Yeah, Lynn's across the line to give us one more on the board.
Schmidt's dropped back to 5th now. He's only about a second behind Santos, though.
Holiak skying the wall in second. Yeah, Mueller is caught up quite a bit to Holiak. I don't think it'll be close enough. Might get a little bit of a last lap battle, but either way, I'm pretty impressed. Looking at the panning across the top. Seeing where everybody is. Vic Fluffy, sadly 20th, but hey, still going to be happy with that first ever main. The strip goes back by. Let's see where everybody's sitting at. Keep an eye on these front few, seeing if Mueller can somehow catch Holiak.
One more straight to go for your leader, soon-to-be winner, and your points leader, the number 8 of Connor Lins. The number 18, I'm sorry, as he comes around the last turn, your winner in Toronto, front flipping to victory, Team Architect Connor Lins.
Now Holiak, great ride for him, honestly. I mean, I didn't expect him for a second, but hey, not saying that I wouldn't count him out, just great ride. Solid ride.
He did match the winner, Lins' fast lap at 1 minute, 0.6.
People are asking about how many people he might have lapped all the way through. Looks like possibly 8th right now. Looks like the second is Holiak.
Mueller going to round out the podium on the night. Art Reflex Designs rider. So Santos going to come up to 4th.
Yeah, Santos had a good ride. He, minimized his mistakes as much as he could and came back after a couple of issues at the beginning. Schmidt having a decent ride, come through in 5th.
Yeah, with the whole shot, probably not what he would like, but first top 5, I think, of the season. DeSalle comes across 6th, Lang 7th, and Nycott a lap down in 8th.
Yeah,
Cohenauer 9th, and Benny Landry rounds out your top 10. Cuts are in.
No difference in your top 10.
Stays the same. Adam Holm, your pick to win, gets an 11th. Ty Smith, Kellen Brower 13th, Craig Richards 14th, Tyler Lewis 15th, Chase Blakely, bad championship run for him, in 16th. It's 450 time. Are you ready? Craig Leak, Colton Mitchell, Devin Davis, Jack Zars, Toby Stocks, Dominic Tiberino, Tyson Fresquez, Matt Burkeen, James Armstrong, Kyle Robb, Bryce Whelan, Brian Haskell, Sean Klein, Zoe Cross, Jeremy Smith, Clay Alfrey, Jeremy Shipley, William St. Laurent, Jack Haley, Rush Chapman, Brady Stanley, Zach Prokop will be your 20 riders in this one.
Waiting on somebody's potato internet for this warm-up lap, but as soon as we get him in, we'll be good to go.
All right, let's talk some predictions, as we always can't pick Fresquez, so who do you got?
We always throw him out. Let's see. I want to double-check through who all's in here tonight, because we had such a crazy night with our LCQ, and let's see.
If you're in chat, definitely throw your pick out for the win as well.
Yeah, please do, guys. I'm going to go Shipley. I'm going to go Shipley tonight.
All right, well, I'm torn between Jeremy Smith and Colton Mitchell. I'm going to go with Jeremy Smith. Mitchell, fastest qualifier, but I don't know if he has what it takes to get her done for 20.
I don't know who it was that came from the inside out and claimed the entire field, but that was pretty impressive. And then everybody's down except for one guy out front. Alfrey is going to go ahead and run away on this warm-up lap. I know everybody's like, oh, what are you guys calling out? We want to see who gets the curse tonight, see if it actually holds on. So Clay Alfrey's holding it. Let's see. Looks like Haskell wants the curse. See who's going to get it. Haskell with a bit of a mistake.
I can tell you this, I'll be going for the curse. I don't care. I can't win a main event anyway, so I want to win something, even if it's a warm-up lap.
Well, maybe tomorrow if we somehow both... Oh, and then there's the pass. Looks like Haskell's going to get it. Maybe tomorrow if we both somehow make it to the 450 main on our warm-up lap, we'll call that our actual race and screw the main. Who cares?
Somebody called Kyle Robb for the win. That's a good pick.
Yeah,
Kyle's
Kyle
been
Robb
fast.
is always a fast guy. Yep.
Are you ready for this, Moto? Because we got the restart. That's 4:50 main event time. We're going 20 minutes plus one lap.
Ooh,
22
long night of
riders on the
racing.
gate.
I'm gonna go Fresca's off the start just because number one, and you know, we're holding that red plate. Got to see how he starts. Great
Gates
start for Tyson.
down. Smith, Burkeen, Armstrong all have good ones.
Oh, Tyson's
Shipley as well.
down. Not legs off though.
Jeremy Smith takes the whole shot on the number 4 ride. Matt Burkeen runs second, Shipley third. So 3 big heavy hitters out front and a bad start for the number 1.
Let's see what happens with Burkeen though right now. And I'm not saying it a bad way, just last 2 weeks of racing and then tonight so far, he always seems to be right there having a good ride and then something just happens. So
I bet he front flips this triple. I can
yep,
tell
here
you
he
that
comes.
much.
Let's see. Nope.
Oh no, he's racing
No.
serious
He's been doing the wall. He's been doing the wall tonight.
Let's hope
Ooh,
he makes it to
Shipley
the
a
wall.
little
He's fifth
sideways.
gearing it through the whoops.
Ooh. Launching the wall. I don't think I've seen anybody launch it that far yet.
Stocks and Mitchell 4th and 5th right now. Armstrong 6th, Kyle Robb 7th. A lot of fast guys at the front of the field right now. Who's
guys.
kidding? Everyone in here is fast, but
Yeah.
these guys are known guys that can get on the podium or even win races, and Tyson is not there.
Yeah, and he's 11th and down again, legs off. So this could be that race that everybody in real life kind of wishes that Dungey might have a malfunction
Jeremy
or something.
Smith
Yep,
makes a
off the
mistake,
track.
goes off track. Matt Burkeen is your new leader. Shipley into 2nd. Smith falls back to 3rd.
Let's see if Burkeen can stop the streak of bad issues in his races and just make this win happen. But right now, behind him, Shipley is charging, though. Ooh, the
Burkeen
case.
jumped a little long, but gets just enough to get off the table without crashing.
Bet his heart skipped a little bit of a beat there. His sim life flashed before his eyes just a little bit.
Clearly my sim talents rubbed off on our buddy Burkeen as I sat and watched the race in Atlanta with him all night. Joking, of course, that my sim talents rubbed off. That's why he was crashing so much earlier.
Yeah, I wish I was able to meet up with you guys in
Oh,
Atlanta.
battle
Sadly,
for
not this
second.
year. Yep. Smith right on the back
Smith
of
got that
Shipley.
dragon back triple. He's going to go inside on Shipley.
Blocks the line. Very smart move. Shipley, woo.
DBR versus BC Family Mix. Couple of Hondas going at it. Not teammates.
Behind him is Armstrong, too. Can never count him out. He's always fast.
The Bulldog, James Armstrong, not scared to make moves that are a little aggressive. And I don't blame him. You got to do what you got to do to get to the front of these fields. Armstrong really emerging as a premier guy this year. Robin Mitchell right there. The top 6 are freight training with a rapid speed right now.
Burkeen launching the wall again. Whew. So sketchy every time you see it. I know it's not that bad of a jump. I can't wait to try it tomorrow, but looks sketchy every time you see it on the TV cams.
Burkeen leads another one, but Jeremy Smith and Jeremy Shipley. It's the Jeremy show. Right on him. All kinds of action here at the beginning of this one.
I honestly got to give Burkeen a lot of credit, though. He has yet to buckle under any of the pressure so far with them staying right on him. I know it's early race, but...
Are you
yes.
trying to curse him right now?
No, not at all. I'm more giving him a lot of credit. He's riding really well, especially, like I said, after all the issues he's had lately. I'd love to see him get a win.
Looks like Burkeen went to the school of do everything the opposite of Blake Shyman because he sits down everywhere.
Yeah, I've
Blake
noticed that.
sits
He
up
sits
everywhere.
a lot. Yeah, Fresca's looking across the top. I just saw a second ago 12th right now. So, but you know, we've seen him come back with 10 laps left before. So you never
Yeah,
know.
maybe the difference here, though, is a lot of fast guys right away got clean starts at the front of the field and running some rapid lap times.
And there's a lot of split lanes, too, that, you know, people that can't hold a single line will go left, right, left, and might cut his lines off. So we'll see.
I think the story of this
Burkeen.
main event is going to be getting that dragon back triple clean every time and not hitting the deck on it. Seeing these guys missing it, it looks like a technical section for these front runners.
Yeah, Burkeen, huge scrub on that finish line jump. Stayed really low. Got a little bit more of a gap over Shipley and Smith.
Taking a look at the lap times, 59.3 for Burkeen, 59.7 for Smith, 59.6 for Shipley and a 59.1 from James Armstrong. Armstrong at the tail end of this was the fastest last time around, just chipping away. The Bulldog, number 33.
I'm actually going to go on board for a second with Shipley since he's behind these two, trying to hunt him down. Oh, and your leader goes down.
Slide out from Burkeen. Is he going to give up the spot on Smith? They're going to race to the berm. Jeremy Smith back to the number 1 ride. Smith, cool as can be under pressure in these things typically, and he has a lot of it for the 8 of Burkeen right now.
And Shipley's just kind of sitting back here, just looking very, Oh, who's that right here behind him? That's Armstrong putting his nose up.
Yeah. 59.1 up with a 59.2 last lap. Armstrong is the fastest guy in this group.
Yeah, Armstrong showing a wheel on that first turn. Oh, and Burkeen making another big mistake.
Armstrong going to go by as well. Oh, Burkeen gets put up in the berm by a lapper. I believe that was Sean Klein going a lap down. Yes, it is. He needs to get out of the way. There's a freight train in the lead, and he is totally screwing it up right now. Still in the way.
Yeah, it's not like Skline either.
Now he's finally moving over, letting Burkeen go by. Come on, man.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep up that race pace with how fast all the racing's going, but still need to get out of the way for the leaders. Not always the easiest thing, but got to get out of the way. Smith still your leader. Armstrong here. Shipley, Burkeen. Oh, Burkeen with that case.
See, I would have died there.
Yeah, Tyson up to 8th now, looking across the strip up top with Kyle Robb and Zoe Cross right around him.
James Armstrong, 58.8 last time around. He is ripping this track to pieces. I feel like it's being Tyson's teammate in this game just elevates your game. We've seen it previously with a rider, I can't remember his name. Do you remember who that guy is? That was Tyson's teammate before and won some races last year?
That guy with the hair that did the thing?
The guy that likes to go swimming a lot, I think.
Oh, yeah, the swimmer dude. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. But anyways.
I mean, yeah, it's something about trees, right?
Yeah, something like that. And now we're seeing it with Armstrong this year. It really's elevated his game.
Oh, Smith getting around. Who was that down?
That's Tiberino, his teammate. Bro, gonna pull over and let Armstrong on through.
Almost got in Armstrong's way though, because he was trying to take that inside.
Did you see Armstrong flat track that corner after the finish?
I saw it in the background, didn't quite get a good shot on it.
Hopefully he does it again. That was a thing of beauty. A lapper down. Armstrong, amazing save, but Shipley's gonna go by.
Oh, another lapper
getting up into the action. Woo. Armstrong, Shipley, nose to tail.
I love that. Somebody said the rider you're looking for, his name is Poacher Branches, by the way. Oh, you guys in chat kill us sometimes. Wow, Armstrong with the drive. Whoa!
He puts them both down. Burkeen says, thank you very much.
Wow.
Shipley tried to close the door. Neither one of them wanted to back off. Remember I told you, Armstrong is a bulldog. Colton Mitchell's going to go by into 3rd. Haley into 4th. Armstrong all the way back to 5th. Shipley back to 6th.
Wow. Armstrong, that was a very aggressive move. Oh, and then behind him, looked like maybe a lapper got punted into the bales.
Hey, if you thought Armstrong was aggressive before, watch him now. Shipley just ran it in hard on him. I'm sure Shipley's fired up at the moment, too.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I think Shipley's
looking for payback.
Oh, yep. I'm really, you know what, to be honest with you? We're just going to look the other way after, it's the eye for an eye sometimes.
Aggressive racing's fine with me. All day, every day. There was nothing wrong with that move. Both guys were just going for the spot racing incident. Yep. Just a bummer for them is now they have to go fight back through the field, and your leaders left them. Jeremy Smith says, thank you very much, boys.
Yeah, Smith sitting at a 6.2 second lead right now. Pretty good gap. Burkeen launching that wall again. It's so gnarly looking. Mitchell, Haley, and Armstrong. Good three-way battle here. Oh, and right ahead of him, Haley goes down. Yep. That's going to allow Shipley.
Gets in the front of Armstrong on accident. Nothing that he could do there. He pulled out of the way as soon as he could. Lets Shipley by as well. Thanks, Mr. Alfrey. Ooh, Shipley ran it in hard right there. I'm just waiting for Shipley to, if he gets close enough. What is going to happen? He makes a mistake.
It looks like he keeps going in a little bit for it.
Armstrong going for it on Colton Mitchell now, trying to get back onto the podium spot. Such good racing right now. Round number 9, MotoOption Supercross Series, presented by Racetech Suspension and Engines. It's been a great year thus far, and it's just getting greater.
Yeah, definitely.
Armstrong with a run down the inside, down those whoops. He's got that inside dialed in, coming into that corner. He's ripping the whoops and sets up for the pass.
Yeah, Colton Mitchell got a good drive out of that line. I was actually pretty surprised by it. Getting that triple out, both of them. A little bit of a case, but not enough to bother him. Like we said earlier, us as AMs.
0.6 lap time for James Armstrong.
Oh. That is just insane.
I think this might have been Armstrong's race to win, and he not made that
Did you see him
mistake,
stay
he's
up?
not out of it.
How did he stay up on that? He landed very knifed, like got a weird huckabuck and just stayed up. Usually that would be anybody going high-sided.
One of the moto chasing boys letting these guys on through.
Still doing the best he can to keep Armstrong behind him.
Watch
Good battle here
Armstrong
still.
in these whoops. He slingshots his berm and just rips across these things. Makes up right to the back wheel of Mitchell yet again. Hey, we're 11 minutes in. We missed the halfway point. You know what time that is.
It's time for another one of those sexy rundowns of yours.
Top 10 rundown brought to you by Racetech Suspension and Engines. Get your bike faster with a sweet engine or a rebuild engine services, or make your suspension work better to put that power to use. Racetech Gold Valves. Get her dialed, racetech.com, bros, or email me at chris@racetech.com and I will dial you in personally. Well, actually, I won't build your stuff, but I'll get you in the right spot. Your leader, Team TBR rider, and Supercross professional, number 4 in MXS, number 309 this weekend in Canada. It's Jeremy Smith leading the way. Hey, by the way, he was my pick for this win. Just saying.
Yep.
Matt
rubbing that
Burkeen,
in.
the number 8 Tiger Designs rider, looking fly as always, flying into the sand, touching the ceiling on his way by, doing it for the ladies on the number 8, Matt Burkeen. Colton Mitchell runs in the number 3 spot, switching it up to the Prime Design Graphics team tonight.
Oh, and over the bars and over the
no
berm.
longer in 3rd as he went bye-bye. See, I talked about the team switch and he crashed. See,
Yeah,
he should have never left.
Straight up ejectocito on that. There you go.
So now in 3rd place, the 33, the Bulldog, James Armstrong riding for Team Volcom. Jeremy Shipley now versus PC Family Max moves up into the 4 ride. Colton Mitchell drops into 5th. Back in the number 6 spot, we find Relaxa Tires, number 26, New Jack Haley. Oh wait, he's not New Jack. What am I talking about? Hey, guess who we find back in the number 7 spot? He's got gear to match his number plate backgrounds. Your defending and current points leader, Mr. Tyson Fresquez, riding for Team Volcom. He's got a 59.0 or 59 flat lap time, by the way. So that's pretty fast. Not quite matching his teammate Armstrong's, but he's also been in the pack, trying to work his way forward. Back in 8th, we find the man whose age matches his number, Rush Chapman, Art Reflex Designs. 9th place, we find Kyle Robb, Prime Design Graphics, number 23, Knob Knob. And rounding out the top 10 of this Racetech Suspension and Engines top 10 rundown, Team Dirt Sharks, the Aussie Toby Stocks on the number 44.
Well, thank you again for your amazing rundowns as we do every 50% of the way. Thank you again, Shax. Right now, looking across it, not a lot going on in this top. Well, actually, Armstrong is catching Burkeen, Burkeen just a bit. Birkin. And Shipley is also right there on him, too. So we got a pretty close 3-way battle inside this top 5. Also, of course, for podium spots as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So Shipley's still trying to chase Armstrong down. Just, you know, he's raged right now. Still, he hasn't calmed down yet.
If he was
it's
actually
like a
on the
bullseye
bike, he'd be
back of
lighting
the
up.
jersey of Armstrong.
Yeah, he's ready to send him over a berm as quick as he can. Like, remember a lap ago? Yeah, here you go.
I wonder if the rage is building or if it's subsiding a little bit for Shipley.
I don't know. Maybe it might be one of those that he has that rage that makes you just want to beat him. You don't even care if you clean him or not. You're just like, dude, if I beat you, I hate you either way. I don't know.
I don't think it's going to subside. I think he's going to, if the opportunity presents, he is absolutely going to.
Whew. Getting a little steezy there. Armstrong coming out of that rhythm.
Armstrong has caught Burkeen at this point too. Armstrong the bulldog running like a scared puppy from the 39 machine behind him at this point.
Like a chihuahua,
Holy
all
crap,
bark,
Armstrong
not as
is
much bite.
ripping right now. Watch him in this whoop section.
Yep,
here he
is.
goes.
Slingshot. Oh, a little bit in the tough blocks.
Sideways coming in. He couldn't carry his normal speed.
Still
Otherwise, the door
hauling.
was wide open. Burkeen went bigger than a set of bolt-ons into that sand section.
He's been doing it every lap. He's going like 5 in.
Oh, Armstrong mistake. Shipley, though, not able to capitalize as he couldn't triple into the turn. Armstrong, with that mistake, ran a 58.8 lap time. That thing would have probably been a low 58. He is on fire. Somebody put him out. Get the fire extinguishers, boys. The 33 is blowing up.
It is crazy, too, because of the fact that, as we said, he went through the tough blocks and the whips. Here he goes to the whips again. That time, all the speed possible through it.
Tyler wants some freestyle rap commentary. I don't know if
saw
I can bust
that.
that
I
out.
don't think we could ever.
Oh, Armstrong missing the rhythm. Burkeen, did you see that? Did you see Burkeen?
I saw a little bit of it. I couldn't tell what exactly happened.
Well, I guess he felt bad that Armstrong was on fire, so he just made all the panties in the crowd wet to freaking put out the flame. He got dirty.
Once again, your top 3 right now. Actually, let's do top 5. We got Smith out front with Burkeen, Armstrong, Shipley, and Mitchell doing everything they can to catch up to, of course, your leader. Chapman right on the back of Mitchell. Yeah.
If you want to watch that battle, I'll let you know if anything develops here in this top 3 group. But that means you actually have to talk too, Moto, while you're watching it.
Oh, no, don't worry. Mitchell, oh, there it is. I was just waiting for it. I just had to hold my breath for a second because something was going down. Chapman back up, going down. Back on the outside. Mitchell going inside. Chapman is going to have to do the double triple while Mitchell went ahead and went triple. Like, huge double out into the turn. Good racing right here so far. It was really close for a second.
James Armstrong just went down in the whoops.
Oh, here it comes.
So Shipley's going to go on through, and now Armstrong's going to be caught in these bales. He's going to try to get back going here.
Yep. Said Armstrong down. So, yep. So we got Smith still out front. Burkeen second. Shipley. Armstrong still. Mitchell and Chapman. It's funny to see Mitchell and Chapman together. I know they usually play together. So
Jeremy Smith down in the lead, but he does have a 17-second gap. But
definitely got to chop it down, though.
It's going to put it in that range of a second fall off. Could now become a little more costly.
Yeah.
Looking to see where the gap goes. It's down to 8 seconds. So, yeah, second fall off, we would have a battle for the lead. Burkeen, of course, sees that on his pit board and says, okay, I have a shot at this thing now.
Yeah, Burkeen with a back-to-back 59s, almost exactly the same, 59-1 and a 59 flat. As he skies into the sand, went on board with him that time just to see it, and that is crazy.
Surprisingly, Fresca is still running in the 7th spot. Looks like a lot of guys carrying a good pace tonight. Oh, but his lap time? 58.5.
Jeez. We are on lap 19 out of the 20 minutes plus 1. Looks like we're probably going to go 22 laps possibly. On board with Burkeen for a second, just to watch him get around this track.
Absolutely, the gap actually shrunk another about half a second since he moved into that since Smith went down. I'm sorry. Smith, of course, probably trying to eliminate the mistakes. Bring this one home as we're at the 19-minute mark. Now, should be 2 to go here, I would think.
Yes, should be 2 to go. Yeah, it's still a minute.
Yep.
I'd be
We
very
should hit the
yeah,
white
there's
flag
no way.
next time by.
Burkeen doing everything he can still to fill in this gap. Shipley was a solid ride in 3rd still. Armstrong
Check out
here.
the 5th and 6th battle heating up.
Mitchell and Chapman once again. Oh, with a little bit in the tough blocks with Mitchell, so it's going on Chapman to catch up. Oh, and Chapman, oh, it sends him over the berm. Wow.
All right.
That was that was definitely not on purpose. He just had the line the other. Yeah, it was just racing incident.
I was actually stuck behind the berm, so I couldn't see it. I just saw Mitchell come flipping over, and I'm like, what happened?
I bet that was a great view.
Mitchell was probably wondering what happened, too. But Chapman not out of the woods yet, as the number one of Fresquez is about 1.5, 2 seconds behind him and trying to charge.
I'm trying to get
We know
anything.
how strong he is late in these races.
Oh, yeah. Hurricane every lap launching that wall.
And Armstrong, not wanting to be outdone by his teammate, also dropped his lap down to a 58.5 last time around. And the white flag is in the air for your leader, Jeremy Smith, maintaining that 8-second lead out front on the number 4 Team TBR machine.
Yeah, he pretty much ran away with this right after the very beginning. Had a little bit of a confrontation with a couple other riders and then just gone.
Obviously made that mistake, dropped into third temporarily, got back going. Now you just got to avoid some chaos here on the last lap, and we will have a win for the number 4 TBR rider, Jeremy Smith, who was my pick to win this, just saying. I patted myself on the back a few times tonight. Look at me. My head's going to be so big, I'm not even going to be able to go to bed tonight, and I can fit in my bedroom.
Not only that, you got to fit in that helmet for tomorrow, so we'll see if it deflates any by the time you get on the track yourself.
Yeah, one lap around here and it'll be deflated.
And here we go,
And
Smith.
taking the win in Toronto on the number 4 TBR machine is Jeremy Smith. Coming around in second, Team Tiger Designs, Matt Burkeen.
Ripley pretty close in third there, was right on the back of him. Good ride. Armstrong.
Fourth place, Armstrong
whew.
gets into it a little bit there with Stanley in the last turn, but comes across in the 4th spot. Chapman and Fresca is going to battle to the line here. The 13, Rush Chapman going to round out the top 5. Fresquez comes back to 6th. Nice performance by Jack Haley. A relaxed attire on the number 26. Going to come across in 7th. And your last rider on the lead lap, dropping all the way back to the number 8 spot, is Colton Mitchell. Bryce Weon was 9th, and Kyle Robb rounds out your top 10 here in Toronto. Another night, MotoOption Supercross presented by Racetech Suspension and Engines. Thanks for joining us here on Start Your Systems.
Last once again, just waiting for these last few seconds. We're waiting for cuts.
Wait, while we're waiting for cuts, will you remind me who you are again?
I am Motoagogo. You guys can find me if you wish at twitch.tv/Motoagogo. Please follow our channel. I stream actually daily lately, so I appreciate the support. Thank you.
And cuts are in. The top 10 stays the same. 11th, Toby Stocks. Devin Davis, 12th. Brian Haskell. Jack Zarse, Zoa Cross. Craig Leake. William St. Laurent. Brady Stanley. Clay Alfrey. Zach Prokop. Dominic Tiberino. And Sean Klein round out your field here in Toronto. Thank you all for another amazing night of Race Factory Gaming Supercross. It's the MotoOption Supercross series presented by Racetech.
Appreciate it. Again, guys, we'll see you next week. And what's our round for next week?
We are going to Daytona.
Daytona, boys. Oh, I'm so excited. Always a fun race. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday at... Oh, and before we go, don't forget, guys, tomorrow, Amateur Racing, Matthias_43 on Twitch. If you guys want to check out the Amateur Racing, 9 p.m. tomorrow. Big thanks to him for covering that side. So again, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye, everybody.